I'm Dr. Joey Faucette, coaching you to work positive today and increase sales with greater team productivity so you get out of the office earlier to do what you love with those you love. Let's talk this week about 3 ways to serve in the new year. So did you help out someone over the holidays? I know lots of us did. Well, what about now as you crank up the new year and life returns to normal? One of my coaching clients served his community. He was an insurance agent, and 4 of his life clients died in an automobile accident. The state had to investigate, and they couldn't issue death certificates for at least a week. Therefore, the death benefits could not be released, and the funeral home refused to conduct the services without any kind of advance payment. So my client discovered a way to serve, even though it wasn't a holiday, it was a need. He discovered a way to serve in a most remarkable way. Here's how he did it, and how you can serve your community all year long as you work positive. Okay, first of all, he listened. Now, my client is Caucasian. The deceased were Haitian. This cultural diversity could have been a barrier to his listening to them, and yet my client heard the human need to respectfully bury their dead and in a timely fashion. So he chose to listen beyond the cultural difference. Perhaps you think you experience few opportunities to serve. Well, when you listen carefully to your business and the people that you serve, you discover more than you realize. For listening carefully requires that you move beyond your usual habits. Secondly, my client leveraged. This particular insurance agent heard the family concern that their small church facility wouldn't accommodate the 2,000 or so folks that they expected to pay their respect. So he called his pastor and secured permission for the visitation and the service to be held there because they had a much larger facility. You know, oftentimes you may not serve because the opportunity just seems too large, and yet you have all the resources you need at your disposal. Just look around you and leverage those resources. Thirdly, my client lengthened the leverage. Next, he discovered that 10 police officers were required to provide escort, and each of those officers had to be paid for their services. So my client, who had other clients that were law enforcement officers, called them and secured 4 out of the 10 who donated their services once they heard about the situation because they were inspired by his generosity. So he made members of his church community aware, and they provided food and comfort during this time of grief. You see, when you have a long enough lever, you can truly move your community to work positive and to serve one another. You see, since your business receives from your community, listen, leverage, and then lengthen your leverage to create this rising tide of positivity of service for everyone beyond the holidays to serving all year long. Coaching you to work positive today. I'm Dr. Joey Faucette.